it is Canada Day weekend. I'm starting my weekend off right. Drew Estate factory smokes. So these are really comparable to the Undercrown cigars by Drew Estate. I've even heard people say they're just Undercrown seconds. And an Undercrown costs about twice as much. These guys are between $11 and $13 here in Canada. And I have just the Habano wrapper on this one. Now, I've had the Maduro wrapper many times in these Drew Estate factory smokes, but this will be my first Habano, and I think it's Habano. Where did I throw that little brown label? Yeah, it just says Robusto on it, so no special wrapper. Just a very basic cigar. And I'm gonna light this bad boy up. And this cigar is gonna be done in 2 sessions, because basically I got a 30-minute drive to my destination. I gotta go do some things, and then a 30-minute drive back. These cigars by Drew Estate, a lot of cigars by Drew Estate, are very good cigars for relighting. So what I'll end up doing is I'll smoke about half of it, and then I will relight it. Well, I'll let it go out. I'll knock the ash off and I'll relight it. So one of the things you can do when you relight a cigar is exhale through the cigar, and it tends, some people say it tends to take some of the, relit flavor out of it, but honestly, I've relit cigars a bunch of times. I don't notice a difference on the first light or the second light, but my palate just might not be that sensitive. You can hear the traffic, and check it out. It is still just coming down the road, so I'm going in that direction for now, so I'm not going the direction the traffic is going, but I am going to be headed that way in a bit. So I'm going to take the opportunity to pull out here if I can. I should make sure the cigar's properly lit before I start driving though, shouldn't I? Too much talking, not enough smoking. That's everyone's problem, isn't it? If we could just talk less and smoke more, it might be a better world. Right away, I get excellent when it comes to the flavor profile. I'm getting my basic cereal notes that I normally get. Wow. In the middle, I'm getting, it's a lot of noise. Sort of on the middle of the flavor profile, I'm getting something that's kind of smoked meaty, like ham almost. That's not so bad. Yeah, there's a depth in this I like. Right in the middle. Oh my God. Ooh. For an $11 cigar, that is punching above its weight. That is good. It is complex. If I was to say, if this was a spirit, it would be cognac over brandy. If a nice cigar is brandy, an excellent cigar is cognac. And I gotta say, on the first couple drags off of this, we are in the realm of excellence. And at that price point, I am not gonna complain. Oh. Oh, I know why these are so popular. It could just be that I haven't had a cigar in a few days. And I'm extra excited about it. Now, I don't know where the tobacco is from in this cigar, but I'm getting more budgety Cuban vibes off of this. So if you like Cuban cigars, this has got some of the similarities to that in terms of the flavor profile. I'm not getting a terribly even burn, but I think that's user error in the lighting. All right, I mean, I don't rank cigars in numbers or anything like that, like out of 10, but in terms of cigars in this price point, because like I said, these are like somewhere between $11 to $13, depending on where you get them in Canada, maybe as high as 15, maybe as low as 9. In that price point, I absolutely don't think you're beating this. Oh my God. This is really good. Anyways, I should do the safe thing, and I should pay attention to the road and come back later. My one camera's a little low on battery, so I might switch to the old cell phone for the next part of the video. But for now, just know the Drew Estate factory smokes, highly, highly, highly recommended. So what you're seeing behind me is the Saugeen River. I will tell you a little secret. Sometimes I do kind of, sort of, scout out locations. Not really intentionally. Sometimes I'm just in a place and I go, hey, that might be a nice place to smoke a cigar, or, you know, film a little video about it. And this was one of those places. The problem is that a lot of the time, this particular location, this little lookout point, is often, it has a lot of people. We got some wind today, so it might not sound great, but we're here enjoying a cigar. I always find a place to relax in nature whenever I can, and today this is the place. Apparently the Saugeen River has some incredibly good pike fishing. A lot of folks used to say we're going to the soggy Saugeen to catch ourselves some pike. And I don't know. Not really fished the Saugeen River too much. I can tell you I can see a turtle right out there. That's kind of fun. And yeah, it's not too hot a day, a little overcast. Canada Day weekend. Long weekend for me, very long weekend for me. Starting it off right with a fine cigar. Now for the last couple of weeks I've been smoking like backwoods and these cheaper, smaller cigars real quick after work. And I like them. It's, you know, it's cheap tobacco, but it's perfectly okay. I gotta say though, and then between that I've been smoking some of my really, really budget cigars, the little $3 ones. I think I did a video about how the wrappers were cracked in like almost a whole bundle. Going to a little, like, I'd call this like the low side of mid-grade in terms of the price range. Going to that after smoking like that, as much as all that stuff is fine, there's a big leap in experience. It's all the experiences are good. This one is just better. We are in the final third, and I wanted to add one more thing, and that is on top of those black coffee, dark chocolate notes, I'm getting like a butter croissant note in the middle of all that flavor. Not exactly, but something that makes me think of that. Now, it could be because I'm pairing it with this drink, but either way, this damn good cigar for the price. Just watching the river go, and it's like I find my eyes following the river, and it looks like it stops. You know how that is, like your eyes are following the water feels like it stopped, and then you stop moving your eyes and the water moves, and you feel like you're moving. Nature is truly wonderful.